Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 29. Having to record this on my phone because we have no internet here this morning and probably won't for another 3 or 4 hours according to Verizon Fios. So I figured let me improvise and not give you a show this morning. So here we are. Pick number 29 of my 30 favorite title tracks of all time. All right, so these are title tracks to an album. They appear on the album. Can't be one of those ones where they release an album that's named whatever, and then an album or two later or before, there is the title song. It's got to be, excuse me, it's got to be on that particular album in question, right? So today, this particular title track appears on an album that was released on June 26, 1974, produced by the band for Swan Song Records. It's their debut album. Bad Company, Bad Company, of course. And the title track, Bad Company, right? Yes, indeed. This is the kind of super group that folks came together from bands like Free and Mott the Hoople and King Crimson, of course, Paul Rodgers on vocals from Free, Mick Ralphs on guitar from Mott the Hoople, Boz Burrell from King Crimson, and Simon Kirke also from Free. Bluesy hard rock on Swan Song Records. Of course, this was always meant to be the next big thing after Led Zeppelin. I guess they kind of were, right? This album sold really, really well. Lots of great, memorable tracks on here, but the song we're talking about is that title track, that moody, kind of heavy and dirgy, bluesy song, Bad Company. Bad Company. Dun, dun, dun. Love the riffing on it. And of course, so side one, Can't Get Enough, Rock Steady, Ready for Love, Don't Let Me Down. Side two starts with Bad Company on the original LP. What more can you say? It's just a classic song, been forever played on classic rock radio. Perfect representation of the kind of cool guitar playing and riffing that Mick Ralphs can deliver. But more importantly, it's that, to me, it's the Paul Rodgers effect, right? He does that kind of like soulful, kind of introspective vocal to kick it all off. And then when the chorus kicks in, he's showing his fire. He's showing that raw emotion. And then that like the searing leads towards the end of the song, right? It's not that Mick is doing nothing flashy in the song here. The big kind of like Sabbathy riffing, right? But then those like bluesy, searing leads towards the end of the song that just kind of like cut like a knife. Just so good. So good. And it's, to me, you have other stuff like, Can't Get Enough, Rock Steady, Ready for Love, Seagull, Moving On, right? All really memorable tracks. But for me, it's always going to be about the title track on this album. Always going to be. And if you were to kind of pin me down and say, all right, Pete, what's your favorite Bad Company song of all time? It may or may not be Bad Company, but it's a top three. It's always been a top three. I think this is the first song I ever really got into from the band. And it's, just under 5 minutes long. It's not really a short song considering, 1974, right? But but it's a good one. It's a good one. It's heavy. It's bluesy. Brings you everything you like about Bad Company, but maybe kind of an outlier in their catalog because it's like they didn't do a lot. A lot of the Bad Company stuff is a little more upbeat, a little bit brighter sounding. I always thought that Bad Company is kind of like a darker song for them. They don't have a ton of them in their catalog. There are some, but Can't Get Enough, big and bright. Rock Steady. Rock Steady's a little dirgy, but Ready for Love, it's a little mellower. Think of all their other hits, especially on the second and third album, right? But to me, Bad Company, very, very cool. I almost wish they did a lot more stuff like that. But, what are you going to do? So, so that's my pick for today. Pick number 29. So I'm trying to think of if I have... so I have a couple for the next couple days. I have a few single pick per band picks. And then we're going to start getting into this, with multiple title tracks by a single band, right? Because I do have a lot of those, because as you can imagine, there are a lot of really great title tracks by certain bands who, every time they released an album, they had a title track on that album. And in a lot of cases, those title tracks were pretty damn amazing. So yeah, so more of that will be coming up in the days ahead. But there's a ton of great stuff. And what's really crazy, because yesterday I kind of finalized my whole list. I was working on this yesterday. There are so many great title tracks that aren't even gonna, I'm looking at my like honorable mentions list. There's so many great title tracks that won't even make the cut simply because there's too many great ones, right? You can't fit everything. I mean, I probably could have done easily 2 months of this, but there's some really great stuff to come. So, and the honorable mentions day will be very interesting. So for those of you who are watching and like, Pete, I can't believe you didn't mention this. This is my favorite title track. How come it didn't make your list? I thought you loved this band. It's like, in many cases I do, but we only got 30 days, right? And there are easily 3 times that many title tracks on my list. Can't fit them all, right? That's what the honorable mentions day is for, is to try to hopefully not forget any of the ones we really, really love so much. So anyway, that's my pick for today. So I'm gonna get this up because I got no internet. I got an appointment to take my car in, so I won't even have the thumbnail correct until later. So it is what it is. I'm making do with what I got here with no internet. It's amazing how everything just ends when you have no internet access, right? All the stuff you normally take for granted that you do every single day, now it's like, oh, I can't do it, so I'm not gonna be able to work. I mean, I could, but not really. It's all the stuff that I normally do. It's like now all of a sudden it's like, can't do it. Just can't do it. So we'll live, right? We'll live. Wouldn't it be interesting to go back to a day where there was no internet? I wouldn't be able to talk to you guys, obviously, like this. But sometimes I think, man, times are so much easier, so much more simpler when we had no internet. Sometimes you think that having the internet makes our lives easier, better, simpler. I don't know about that sometimes. Sometimes I think it's making it more complicated. Anyway, that's a story for another day, right? So thanks for watching. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also down below, I got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, our Cameo page, and the Sea of Tranquility membership options. They're all down below, folks. So please, if you feel like helping out the channel a little bit, please consider one of those, right? Ko-Fi to make a quick little cash donation. Cameo, so if you want me to do a personalized video for you got a question for me, you want to ask me personally, you want me to give a shout out, happy birthday, anniversary to a friend or loved one, right? We do that quite a bit there. We got the merch page, all sorts of cool Sea of Tranquility gear for those of you who want to go out and spread the word out in the wild and wear your thing proudly. And then, of course, the membership options are down below as well. So thanks, everybody. Greatly appreciate all your support. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff coming up on the channel, right? We've got new album reviews, got some stuff. Well, I got caught up, believe it or not. I pretty much got caught up with everything that I had. So now I have a couple of new CDs that I was gonna review, but I'm waiting because Rich Catino and I are gonna do them on next week's episode of the New Wave of Traditional Heavy Metal Primer. So we got Burning Witches, we got Helm's Deep, a couple other things, right? So that's coming up. Got ranking the albums coming up this weekend of Obsession with Rich, John Gaffney, and Joe DiBiase. We've got the UK connection coming up this week, ranking the songs on a classic album. That album is ELO's A New World Record. That's coming up on Saturday. We've got, what else? Professor's Picks coming up this week. All sorts of other stuff. Should have some more one-off shows for you. Going to be doing a lot more of that stuff going forward. So if you like just hearing me pontificating about albums, catalogs, the state of the music world, and styles of music and all that sort of thing, plenty of that coming. So, and I think I like that little series I started yesterday about older albums that are new to me, that are now becoming a favorite album. Going to do lots of those too. So all coming up. Thanks for watching, everybody. But see you tomorrow morning for pick number 28. Till then, have a good one. Bye-bye.